Hello, beautiful souls. This is Julie with Into Heartspace, and we're here already looking at the energy surrounding you for February. So first and foremost, so much love, joy, and blessings to everyone who's been watching and giving wonderful feedback. Just a reminder that my channel is about growth, about love, about raising each other up, and keeping that vibration high. And we all fall, and that's just being human, and that's just being where we are. But if we do fall, and we do fall into a harsher area, instead of trying to bring people down with you, let us rise you up. So please make sure that when you do leave comments, that you're leaving it in your highest of energy at the time, and that what you say and what you do is constructive for everyone involved. I have a background as a dancer, so I'm very used to hearing criticism and hearing things about what I'm doing wrong, how I can fix it, what I need to do to be better. And for me, it's very helpful. But when you are saying negative, mean, spiteful things to others, it doesn't help anyone, and it doesn't help anyone grow. So just be mindful of the words that you put down on the channel. Remember, it rings out to everyone, and you can't bring it back. So remember to speak, be, act with love and joy in your heart. Now, remember that this reading too, I'm starting a new kind of format in that the beginning of the reading is the collective. So I'll pull one card that is for the collective. So this includes everybody in some way, shape, or form. It could be in your subconscious, it could be your conscious, but it will hit you sometime during February, this one card. And this is for everybody, so for all the signs. And then after that, it'll go into your individual sign, your sign reading for the month. So I've been hearing that there's a little bit of confusion about that. So know that this is the collective, so this is every sign, and then it will go into your individual sign, so your sun, moon, rising sign. So make sure also too, when you are looking at the readings for your individual signs, that you are looking at your sun, that you are looking at your rising, you're looking at your moon. And if you're more interested about, your relationships, then find Mercury in your natal chart, find Venus, find Mars in your natal chart, and see how it's all interacting, and look at those signs too. If you have questions about that, let me know. Maybe I could do a video kind of explaining why they are important and why those readings will reflect relationships or family or whatnot. But know that you are not just one sign. You are made up of every sign, actually. So every sign in some regard will resonate with you, whether it's about how you act or how you are acting with your family, higher education, your spiritual side. There's so many different aspects, but absolutely look at your sun and your rising and your moon. All right, so let's pull one for the collective, calling on the highest of energy, the highest of love and light, calling on the divine. What is the energy for the collective? What message do you have for everyone? This one. Okay. Clear yourself. So this says, ask the angels to release any toxic energies that you may have absorbed. Holy moly, isn't that right, people, my collective? Right? Have you been feeling it lately? That people have been a little bit more tight, a little bit more abrupt, a little bit more quick to say something negative instead of sitting with their feelings and letting what comes out flow like silk instead of, you know, in anger. So this is time. This is the time to clear yourself of those energies. Take an Epsom salt bath. Sit with yourself. Drink really clear water, or you could also drink water with a little bit of vinegar and lemon and cayenne, and just clean your system. But take this time to let go of that energy that has happened over the holidays. if you've received anger and bitterness from others, let it go. Remember, the opinion of others is not, it's not for you. It's not important to you. It's none of your business, you know? So what other people feel about you, let go. It has nothing to do with you. What really matters is your connection to yourself, to your environment, and to your higher mind, your higher spirit, your higher body. Find that connection, and when you do, you will be connected to everyone. So let me read this to you one more time. Ask the angels to release any toxic energies that you may have absorbed. So everyone, if you also hold on to this energy, this toxic energy, it forms into different things like, I am a true proponent that if you hold on to toxicity, it could turn into an illness. It can turn into a darker mindset. It could turn into depression. So these are things that you need to let go so that you can let the light in. And you guys know that. I say that so much, is that you need to let go. And even in my dance classes that I teach, I tell my students, let go. You know, move that spine, move it so that you can really feel your body flowing, feel the energy flowing through it. So make sure that you are doing that right now. It's starting to add up. It's starting to accumulate. And you have to expunge that energy. Let it out so that you can cleanse and clear your heart space. All right, let's go on to your reading. Hello Pisces, this is Julie with Into Heartspace, looking at the energy surrounding February 2017. If you would like a personal reading, you can find me on my website, or you can email me, or Facebook, or on Twitter. Okay, so let's call in the highest of light, the highest of energy to guide us, Pisces. Calling in the divine. What energies are surrounding Pisces for February 2017? What are the energies? Okay. Pisces, Pisces. Okay. Okay. And the energy that's coming in from January is the Two of Swords. So this is questioning where you are, what you're doing, not 100% sure which way to go. Having the Two of Swords is asking you to look at all the facts, look at everything that is lying ahead of you, and not leave out any of the details, even if they're a little bit challenging, or you just really don't want to look at them. You kind of want to just push them to the side. This is saying, unfortunately, you have to look at everything, take off the blinders, and see what lies ahead of you. And that you have more than one choice, but it's just up to you to open your eyes and see what they are. And then we have the Eight of Discs, Six of Swords reversed, King of Swords reversed, and the Nine of Wands. King of Cups, Ten of Discs reversed, King of Discs, Queen of Swords, Four of Swords, Five of Swords, interesting, and Three of Discs, Ace of Cups, and then the Five of Discs. All right, so Pisces, in the middle of the reading we have the Eight of Discs, and so keep working at your job, at an apprentice that you have been taking a part of, or some skill that you have been cultivating in the last, we'll say 8 months. 8 months, it could be 8 months, 8 years, 8 days, but more like 8 months, around 8 months. And so you've been working and working at it. And it's starting to come together. Like, you're starting to really understand what you're doing and where you're going with it. But you still have some to learn, so don't give up quite yet. Even if it seems like it's a stagnant situation, this is something that's asking you to just keep learning, keep the knowledge flowing inward, so that someday you can actually cultivate a really wonderful practice and give it back. In relationships, we have the Six of Swords reversed and the King of Swords reversed, and then the Nine of Wands. So in this situation, if it's a romantic relationship, someone's just not seeing the bigger picture. Someone's not seeing the bigger picture with the other person. And because of it, they could be acting a little bit cold and distant, and in some ways a little bit selfish, Pisces. I don't feel like if you just started to date someone, if you are or just seeing someone on a more casual level, I feel like this is a relationship to teach you patience, but not necessarily long. It doesn't have longevity to it. Like, the fight or the work that you're putting into this relationship is just not worth it if it's a new one. I do believe that there are some lessons that you need to learn from it so you can carry it on to the next relationship, but I don't see it as being a very successful longevity relationship. We have the King of Swords in reverse, so this is somebody who is acting from a place of selfishness, of hurt, and it can be very cold and calculating. So what they're doing can be, that they've kind of thought this out to get the most out of it. And because of it, you can't really you can't move on. You can't move on to the future with them. It's just not a healthy place for you to go. Now, if this is in if you're married and you're in a very solid bond, and you truly love each other and have been together for a long time, then this could just be a rough patch right now where somebody is feeling a little depressed, feeling withdrawn, and saying mean things to you because they don't feel in a higher vibration. It's not saying that it'll last forever, because we do have the Nine of Wands if you are in an established relationship. Saying, like, even though you are fighting, even though things seem a little bleak and you don't see the future right now, there's still a sense of hope, because you've already gone the long haul. It's different when you aren't in the established relationship, because you don't have the history. This is like for people who are dating, like a karmic lesson. As for when it's in a very established bond, it's still very karmic, but you've already established a foundation. This could also be with a family member or with friends too, where you just have a friend who is quite dismal right now, and you just have to be patient with them, and stay next to them and say, I understand you're going through a difficult time, and I know we can't see what's going on right now, but it's going to be okay. It's going to be okay. There is growth in the future. And Pisces, if this is you who feels this way, if you feel really in a weird funk and just out of it, and you can't see anything that's happening, like you don't understand where you are in your story, understand that there's always growth to be had. And that is really important, especially since we have the Eight of Discs here. It's reiterating, you keep learning, keep the knowledge flowing, keep that going, and then once you have the knowledge, this blockage will stop, and you'll be able to go on to a greater path. Because the path you're on is still wonderful. It might feel really blocked right now and hard to reach. In career, we have the King of Cups, and then we have the Ten of Discs in reverse, and the King of Discs. You have a lot of people in this reading. Okay, so we have, seeing as we have the King of Cups here, I really feel like that could be you, Pisces, since it's a cup sign. Cups are water. And so you're sitting pretty strong in your career. In this can also be in your art. And I have somebody here that, the King of Discs. Now I'm trying to see how this links to the Ten of Discs in reverse. I feel like this King of Discs in some way could be holding some funding from you, could be withholding a grant or payment for some situation that you guys are working in. Or they said that they would pay for half of the project and they didn't. But I don't see it as being vicious. I don't see this King of Discs as being like viciously trying to hold you back in that regard. What I do see is that they're just kind of aloof. They're like, oh yeah, I forgot about that. I'll get to it, and it's not like in their realm right now. They're just not even thinking about the fact that you need this payment and you need to take care of some stuff so that you can be comfortable. Like right now, it could be Pisces that you just money, that money is coming in, but it's just not there yet. And the person who's holding it is this King of Discs. And it's an earth sign. It's an earth sign, which is interesting because usually they're pretty, let's go. Here is your bill, da 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 da. Let's pay it off, get it off the books, kind of thing. But an earth signs are Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. So yeah, so just keep, if they haven't paid you and they owe you money, really truly make them a statement and just send it to them on the regular. And then if they don't pay it, then start adding interest. Just be very clear and concise about this, because I don't think it's not that they don't have it, they're just letting it slip by. Okay. And then when we have in abundance, we have the Queen of Swords, the Five of Swords, and the Four of Swords, all swords. Okay. Pisces, I feel like you're going to have an argument, and this could really be linked to this career situation that, somebody owes you money. Because we have the Queen of Swords, and the Queen of Swords, rules her land very justly, but is no nonsense about it. Is, follows the laws, follows the orders, and makes no exceptions for anybody. And so this person, I feel like there's two situations. Like I feel like it's a lawyer, it's somebody who's defending you and saying, hey, this is what's happening here is not appropriate, and legal action needs to be taken. Taking the fight away from you and giving you some moments of rest instead of having to be anxious and worry over this situation. I also could see that this could be somebody who is fighting against you too, because it could, this situation could be that you owe somebody money. I just don't feel that way for a huge percentage. But it could be that somebody is, asking you to pay up and saying, hey, you owe money, and, causing kind of a scene with that. And you're overwhelmed with it and you don't know what to do with it, and what you need to do is take a moment of silence, have a good night's sleep, and mull it over. This situation could also be linked to this relationship too, where, if you are splitting up, if you are getting a divorce because it's not working and you don't see a future anymore, and so you see growth on your own and not with this person, this could be the divorce situation. And I feel like if you are getting a divorce, your partner is going to be fighting harder than you are. You know, they're going to really be trying to stick it to you in a way. And so you're going to have to stand up to them, and in order to do that, you need to rest. You need to take a moment. Okay. And then with mind, body, soul connection, I mean, you've been like, it's been interesting. The February readings have been quite heavy. You know, not as that they're bad and like everything bad is going to happen. It's just like there's these little, you have to finagle, you know, Pisces. You have to like really kind of, you have to work, you know, in February. You have to work physically, mentally, emotionally to keep things going. February is active. It's a very active month. This is not a time to, you know, there is no vacation in February. Even if you take one, work will follow you, relationships will follow you. All of this is going to follow you. So it's one of those situations we have to deal with it. And then and Pisces, you guys are truly cosmic. And so this makes sense that we have this here. That, you know, we have the 3 of discs, is that you've been working on some kind of career, you've been working on some situation, and people are noticing it. So keep this up. Keep this 8 of discs, this apprenticeship, this knowledge up. It's going to pay off. And the 10 of discs in reverse is not, it's not a bad thing. It's just saying that it's a little delayed, and it's right there. It's right at the horizon, but you just have to clear the path for it. And also you have a new emotional beginning. So now that I see this card and I'm taking it in, it's really resonating that a lot of people are just going to be separating from their partners and, you know, focusing on self. Not saying that you are going to be separated forever. You know, I do think that some of you guys will be, but some of you guys will come back together. But you guys need to separate for a little bit just so that you can get that new emotional beginning. Fill your cup back up before you go into a relationship blazing. Because you're feeling, you know, just a little out of sorts. You're feeling a little destitute. You know, your cups aren't full. You're spiritually exhausted, you're mentally exhausted, you know, and this is why this is saying, hey, in order to take care of anything, you really do need to rest, and you need to find your silence within. And that's how you're going to solve all these answers, and your blindfolds from December will, you know, drop off. But you know, Pisces, it is, you know, you have to take care of these situations, but you have to do it in a kind way to yourself. And it seems like, you know, I feel like your environment is pushing you to move faster than it is comfortable for you. You know, the environment you are in is just asking you to like blaze forward and just come on, go, 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 go. You can't do that, Pisces. You know, it's too exhausting for you. And you can still solve everything without being like this, you know, barging ahead. So I recommend for my Pisceans to take a breather every day. Whether it's 5 minutes or half an hour, you have to do it just to fill your cup up. Not just your cup, all your cups up. And you could do that while working out. You could do that while, you know, just watching the sunset. But do things every day just to fill your cup so that you are strong enough to take care of all this and move forward. Okay, so Pisces, let's pull a Mother Wisdom from the Mother Wisdom. Oh, well, okay. Let me see. Spirit says not to accept it. Okay. It's so funny because all the cards that just popped out, I'm going to show them to you anyways because I remember what they are all of the cards from the past readings. Pisces, you're my last reading that I'm doing for right now for February. And all of the cards from the past zodiac just popped up while I was shuffling. So, you know what? I really get the sense that Mother Mother Moon is really saying you are cultivating, um, the collective, the universe. You are the culmination of it all. Um, we are going to be looking to you to see how things pan out. For you have all of us within you. Okay, Pisces. Okay, this one. Mary. See, this was another one. Mary, unconditional love. Um, so, deal with each situation with the love in your heart, with acceptance. Even though it's hard sometimes when people are, working in a situation against you and against your comfort and what's best. You still have to greet it with love in your heart. That doesn't mean that you bow out and deal with the situation accordingly. I mean, you still have to be very stern. You still have to be strong and I'm not confrontational, but you have to be direct. And sometimes that's what unconditional love is all about, is about saying the things that need to be said when no one wants to say it. And you have to have the strength and the love for yourself and all around you to do it. And Pisces, you can, man. You've got us all within you. Also, I mean, the collective card from the beginning was clear yourself. So this whole reading in a way is about doing that. It's clearing yourself from relationships that don't work. Standing up for yourself in financial situations where people are trying to take advantage of you. Filling your cup before you go into battle. So this is unconditional love for yourself and all around you. So a lot of the cards that popped out were, well, these are the 3 of the cards that popped out while I was shuffling. The Star, the Owl, and the Monkey. And all of these cards, Pisces, all of these cards have been already pulled by the other signs. You are our collective. You are where we end up, Pisces. So we have unconditional love. We have wonder. We have awareness. And then we have trickster. So take all of these attributes into yourself. If somebody's coming at you trying to take money, you might have to be a little tricky about it and be a little suave. Not saying that it's being dicey, but you might have to say, hey, meet them, know where they're going to coffee, and show up there and just say, oh, nice of you to get some coffee. Where's my money? In a nice way, not in like a mafia type kind of crazy way, but just, you might have to. Awareness, be aware of everything that's going on. Don't fall into Pisces can go into like a fog, and sometimes Pisces, you can get addicted to certain things or certain feelings, and just work on cultivating that. So don't go into the drugs, sex, and rock and roll too hard. Make sure that you are staying alert and seeing everything for what it's worth. And then also always have wonder and joy and excitement over everything you do. Treat every day as the first day and be thankful for it. All right, Pisces, I hope this reading resonates with you. If you would like a reading, find me on Facebook, on Twitter, email, or my website. Much love, joy, and blessings.